Welp, it's been a while, so I'm just going to jump into it. I have a couple shout outs to make, a couple announcements. Yeah. Number one, I want to thank Taylor, aka Monkey Tails 89 on Xbox. Yeah, go find her. We met on Destiny, a game, and we started talking. Then I asked her if she'd like to promote my channel. She lives in Florida, so yeah, I'm national now. Let's go. If you're from Florida, thank you for listening. Yeah, so that's one. Then I'd like to thank Chris Goldston for running my Instagram. Go check that out. And Alexis Salmons for being a good friend and supporting me. Then finally, my last shout out is for Stone PMC Paintball, which is what this podcast is about today. Played some amazing paintball with him. It was super fun. He's a really fun guy to go play paintball with. Go check out his channel. Link in the description for his channel. Yeah, it's gonna be really fun because, yeah, it was really fun. Basically, the gist of what we did was he kind of edited stuff out because the audio sucked. But we were walking through, kind of plugged my channel, right? Being all like dumb and stuff. I plugged my own channel. Then in the middle of it, we were so the game started. He's like, "Where do you want to go?" I kind of pointed where we wanted to go. Then game started, so we took off, slowly moving up there. And I kind of sat down in a spot, but I was getting heavy fire. Paint was flying over my head, right? You can't really see that in the video. You can't really see all the paint going everywhere because it's kind of hard to see. But I was sitting down, my back up against like this wooden pallet thing, so nobody could shoot me. And I went to go get up, and I didn't have my gloves. So I put my gloves on, so I was sitting there, and Stone PMC, I don't know what to refer to him. He doesn't want me to say his real name. So Stone, whatever. He ran up and he sat next to me, right? We're getting ready. And I'm sitting here, put my gloves on, and I look over at him. I'm like, did I ever tell you that joke? And we kind of discussed a joke that I've told him before, and then I told him another one. It was kind of funny, but he had to cut that audio out because you couldn't really hear it because it was too windy and stuff, and like all the paintball, like all the guns, it was really loud. But yeah, we sat there and I told him a joke, and we kind of talked a little bit. Then we got up. Excuse me. Ugh, really tired. We got up and rushed the hill. He got shot as we were running up. Then he came back and we won the game by then. But yeah, that was my my super fun game with Stone PMC Paintball. Again, go check out his channel because he's pretty dope. I like him. He's pretty dope. We have the same gun, except he has like a lot more attachments than I do. He's got a lot of better setup than I do. But yeah, it's really fun. Go check it out. Then yeah, I'm gonna talk about my injuries because I have a few, and one of them is more of a rant than me having an injury. But anyways, one of them was self-induced. One of them was not. It was kind of total BS. But so I was sitting there. We were getting ready to start the round, and I run over and slide behind this little milk, like we call them milk cartons because they're giant, like 3 by 3 by 3 cubes of like plastic that are all white. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. Anyways, so I was hiding behind one of those. Then I went to go slide into a trench, and when they made their trenches, when they dug, there were rocks under the ground, and so there's like a cliff face is what it kind of looks like, but with a bunch of jagged rocks on the sides. And I was running at it from an angle, and I jumped in there to go slide, and I whacked my knee on the rocks, and I must have hit in like some good spot because it was like it was like hitting your funny bone, but on your knee, right? And so it hurt so bad. Then so I hit that, and I couldn't use my knee for a while, and I was like literally like hobbling, but I'm like in the middle of a fight, so you're injured in the middle of a firefight with paintballs flying over your head. It's not a good idea. But then another one. This isn't an injury. I'm gonna get to my last brand injury last, but I was running through, and I got like really close to the enemy side, and really close to the flag. Like all I had to do was run out and grab the flag and run back in, and some dude was shooting, and he just grazed my hair, and he hit the stuff, and the paint shards, like they actually hurt. And I was like, oh, that's too close, So I dropped back, and I'm crawling, and I have this little magnetic binoculars pouch on my chest that I use for my mags, because I do play mag fed. Anyways, I had a mag in there, and I had a mag in my gun, but I was running away, and I get back to this guy, and I'm shooting, right, and I run out of ammo on my first mag, so I take it out, and I go to open my binoc pack, set it in there, and I can't find my other mag. I was like, crap, so I must have dropped it. I set my gun down, and I'm like running back in there, right? Paint's flying all over my head, and I'm running back in there. And then I crawl through the tube, then there's another tube intersecting the two tubes, basically. And so I kind of crawled through the other tube, and I saw it. Luckily, it was the one that has my like strap on it. There's a strap onto it. There's like, I don't know how to, like the clippy things, right? Like a normal clip for, I don't know how to explain it. It's got clips on it, and it's a long strap. But anyways, luckily that was the one that dropped, because I reached over, and I was literally like in prone, and I saw some dude in the next trench on the enemy team, and he was shooting at the other guys, and I pulled my mag back, and I took off running, right, and slid back through the tube, was crawling, and then right as I passed through the second tube, I can hear the paintballs just flying past me, like hitting right where I was, and I was like, oh, that was close. So I ran back in, and I'm past the second tube, and one of my teammates around the corner, and I throw my hands up, and I'm like, blue, 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 right, saying my color. He's like, okay, you're good. And so we slipped. Wait, I was red. Yeah, I was red, not blue. So change all those blues to reds. Anyways, I was like, red, 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 red. And he's like, okay, you're good. So I walk by, shove another mag in there, pull it back, and I literally peek just in time to see like 4 guys getting up and peeking through to go into the trench that I just was in, that I dropped my mag in. And so I shot, got all 4 of them. It was amazing. Yeah, because I'm a beast like that. Anyways, then my rant injury. Here it goes. I was playing with a bunch of noobs who've never played before. It was a new group, and I was up quite a ways, right? I was shooting, and we're playing knights, and so you have to kill all the enemy team or get your knight to the team's start point. So my knight was kind of close to me, right where he was like right next to me. We're about ready to rush to try and get over there, and a lot of people on the outside get out, and everybody moves back to this one base, right? And we're trying to hold the base, and a lot of the noobs are shooting straight forward, but yet they're coming on the sides of us. And so I'm sitting here and I'm trying to watch the far right side, and the knight, he's like, hey, we got a lot of people on the left, like we're getting a lot of fire on the left. And so I step over there and I'm peeking and I'm shooting, right? I get a guy out and then I'm still peeking, and my calf is like fully stretched at this time. It's like fully flexed, I guess. I don't know, because of the way I was standing. And some dude, literally the window, I measured it, was like 3 feet away. He had his barrel through the window, went pop, right to my freaking calf, okay? And from that close, you're supposed to say surrender, right? And he didn't. He shot me, and I jumped, and I was like, oh, hit, right? And I'm like basically crying. I wasn't crying because I've been shot closer than that in the inner thighs, but it hurt. And so, um, and then he surrendered everybody else, and I was so pissed. I was like, ugh. Yeah. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you want, because yeah. Go check out Stone PMC Paintball. He's really dope, really good friend. Go check it out. Link in the description. Yeah, man. Adios, amigos.